Drawing tab was not working. Borrow my cable. Hey, hi everybody, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? I'm finally doing a Lego stream again. Well, something is different from usual, because, I'm not on the I mean, I'm on the camera, but I'm, like, here. Hi, Shiny. So here's the set we're building. Get the whole box. Camera. Wait. The whole box doesn't quite fit. But, there it is. I'm trying so hard to fit it. So I need to figure out what kind of music I want to play on stream. I don't really remember the music from Horizon Zero Dawn. But I guess that would make sense as the music to play. Why do they always gotta make it so you gotta, like, break the box to open it? They always got these tabs, you're like, push these tabs, destroy the box. Doesn't even work. Tab no push. Right now the stream is Lainey fails to open a Lego box. On stream. Oh, there we go. Okay, box open. One of the Lego pieces is like escaping. Look at this piece. What's it doing? How to get out there? Oh, bag 1, how convenient. That's the first one we need. Here's our instructions. There they are. That is like a book. Look at that. Look at how thick that is. Get an entire book here. It was so easy to figure out the music I was gonna play during Mario Lego stream and also my Sonic Lego stream. Dang. But like, what's the Horizon Zero Dawn soundtrack like? I don't even remember. $4 of it. So we'll just put that. See if I remember any of it. It's been a few years since I played Horizon Zero Dawn. This isn't familiar to me. The world of Horizon. 1,000 years after global cataclysm. There's those things. The Lego designer. There's the guy who made this set. There's so much here. Yeah, I thought this set was really cool. I'm excited I got it. So we're building the base first. So apparently, this minifigure has one of the smallest Lego pieces ever. Your piece. It's technically not its own piece, I think. But it's like one of the smallest molded parts. Or was the video I saw that said that just like BSing. Because, like, I'm looking at it right now. So here's the... It's just kind of built into the hair piece, right? Lid. What people like to say. Like, see, you can see inside there. Plastic. This piece is kind of squishy. Let's see. Earpiece. It's cool. I like this hairpiece is really cool. But I don't think that counts as one of the smallest Lego pieces ever. Just saying. She's got a bow and arrow. Hi Shan. Hi Abby. Welcome to stream. Here's her head. Been quite a while since I've done one of these Lego streams, huh? Body and her legs. Do you have any other accessories that I should be aware of? Okay, yeah, she's got like a weapon I'm supposed to build. Spear thing. Like, let's just dump the pieces. What are you footing around for? Let's just dump them all over. I love how dramatic this music is for just building a Lego set, by the way. Like, I figured I'd play Horizon Zero Dawn music. So dramatic. For building Legos. There you will play it. There's also the sequel. I gotta get Arrow to play with me on. Wait. But I mean, technically, this set is like branded as being from the sequel, but like, there's nothing in the set that wasn't in the first game. So basically, I think they only just branded it as Horizon Forbidden West because that was new, you know. Look at this little flower piece. Kinda cute. That little blue flower. That goes on a gray thing. Hole in it. So there's two kinds of stud pieces nowadays, right? There's these ones, which are tell. These ones that are from that have a hole. That. This set has both kinds, but you'll notice that the ones like with the clear plastic, they're all solid studs. And then all of the solid color ones have holes in the middle. And make it that way so that you can't get confused and use... Like, even though they're slightly different colors, like, at least can't get confused, and if you pick up a solid color stud, it will have the hole in it. Found out that they do that recently. Like, if there's pieces that are, like, very similar but could get confused, they just make all of them the one with the extra feature, just so that you can't get confused and mess up the set. There she is. Such a good minifigure. Just like Aloy. Look at that. It's really good. Oh, I forgot to put the little feather on the back. How could I? There we go. Ish. Stay in our hands, please. Gotta show everybody what it looks like. Oh. It's interesting when LEGO does like one-off licensed sets. Like, this is probably the only Horizon Zero Dawn set that they will ever make. Alright, she's armed and ready now. Such a good minifigure. The LEGO office set. And I got a brick separator. Can't believe they're modern brick separators that are much better than the ones that they had when I was little. But we're gonna build the little raptor thing. I forget what they're called though. This just says she's eaten my burger. Or two. Yeah. Dude, this is a weird piece. I'm aware of this piece, but I've never like actually had. So it's got the studs on top, right? Actually, that's the bottom of it. Look, it's a. So there's a. What do I have to build this out of? The Among Us piece is in this set. Look, there it is. It's the crewmate. My instinct is to like pull the pieces down, build them on my lap. Needs to be here. So Donkey Kong has to be. That's it. My instinct is to pull them down on my lap and build with them, but then you can't see, so I'm trying hard not to do that. Out in space. I don't know if that piece is the imposter, you know? Might not be. Check. Thus. These instructions will not stay open, by the way. Obnoxious. Have enough weight to stay open yet. I keep getting cut off? What do you mean? Is my mic okay? I haven't had issue with that in a while. Do I sound alright now? Yeah. I'm gonna try really hard to keep all the building in frame, because then it's like, well, what's the point? Oh, sand green pieces. A nice color. Yeah. Oh, a Lego piece fell on the floor. So I cleaned my desk before doing this stream. I hope you appreciate the nice spotless desk. Sounds better now? Okay. Good. Also, you have to put up with my, my nail polish that's disintegrating. A couple of my nails in this hand look good still. To deal with my poop-ass looking nail polish. Hero. This set is bigger than the last one I streamed, the Sonic one, if you remember that. So we will see how long this takes me and try and pick up the pace. Also, I have a game that I found last night that I need to tell you about at some point, so don't let me forget that. Let's not save that for later on in the streams. So that we make plenty of LEGO progress first. Also, if anybody wants to give me any topics to talk about, feel free. You can always use those. Love to have conversation in the chat. This connects to the Among Us people. Bugs, insects. You enjoy those. I was thinking about recently how, all insects have 2 pairs of wings. Like, not only do all insects have wings, they all have 2 sets of wings. It's not wacky. It's just some of them evolved out of having 2 sets of wings, like ants. Although, technically they do still have them, because males will still grow the wings. And in some species, like flies, second pair of wings has become like little gyroscopes. Oh yeah, I can choose blue, red, or yellow for this piece. For the different, like, states of alert that this enemy can be in. That's pretty great. Some fun extra little detail. And beetles, of course, their extra set of wings is a hard cover for the main set of wings. But basically, unlike something like birds or bats or something like that, where you can intuit how they developed wings and why, we have no idea how the hell bugs ended up with wings. Like, we don't know what the through line was, like how they developed them. For what purpose? Because obviously it wasn't developed originally for flying. Because flying is like such a specialized characteristic that, like, we just don't have the information required to know how they got to flying. Like what were the purpose of wings before flight? You know, that kind of thing. That piece of creatures of Nausicaa have that many sets of wings. Oh yeah, I watched Nausicaa like a year ago. I watched, and then before that I had watched it once in elementary school, actually. Because like towards the end of the year, one of the teachers was like playing music or playing movies. And her, like, there was a thing where you could like go to any of the at the school I went, it was called pods, and like there were different like sections of the school that had like you'd go into like this big like square area, and then all the classrooms would be attached to it. And generally you would do things with the other classes in the quote-unquote pod. And at the end of the year, you could just go around to any of the classes that you wanted to, and they'd be like having some kind of activity. And one of them, they were playing movies. And the movie happened to be Nausicaa, which I didn't know at the time. I didn't know what it was called or anything, but it really stuck with me. And I like started designing my own like comic book that was like based off of it. I called it The Toxic Forest. Real original, I know, but but yeah, and then years later I could never remember what it was called. In fact, the only reason that I managed to remember it at all was years ago I was reading the page for the Wikipedia page for pill bugs, right? For isopods. And there used to be a section about like pop culture references, or like, you know, isopods in popular culture. And Nausicaa was one of the things that was referenced on there, because, you know, the big creatures kind of look like isopods. And at some point they got rid of that, but the only way I managed because I always remember seeing it there. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. That's the one that I saw in elementary school that one time. Oh, it has Among Us feet. Did you see that? The Among Us piece is its feet. I remember seeing it there on that Wikipedia page. And the only way I managed to remember what it was in the future was to go back through the history of the Isopod page on Wikipedia and find the old reference to Nausicaa. And thankfully I had friends who knew what I was talking about. So we were able to watch it. That's great. He's our little man. We need to fight Aloy. It's a great little model. Alright, now we're building the base. This is gonna be a much bigger build. Remember one time in school we watched some movie, it was black and white, and there was a monkey, and the monkey got shot, and everyone was like, "No, monkey!" Incredible. I like to think that Shan going, "Aw," is in response to the monkey getting shot. You're on Super Mario 64 fanzine as a kid? Well, when I was a kid, my experience with the Nintendo 64 was having no idea what the hell it was. Infamously, I don't know if I've talked about this on stream before. But, also, hello, Smith. I don't know if I talked about this on stream before, but when I was in kindergarten, I went over to a friend's house. And he had the Nintendo 64. I didn't know what it was at the time. We played Mario Kart 64, which again, I didn't know what it was at the time. And I remember playing as the dinosaur, which of course, now I know, was Yoshi. And we were on Bowser's Castle, which again, I only know in hindsight. And I kept running into the walls and not being able to figure out how to get off of them, and my friend would then steer me away. And then, I would, get stuck again, and he'd steer me away, and eventually he gave up and just let me stay stuck. There was one other game that we played that I've been unable to decipher what it was. So far, like, Mario Kart 64 was obvious once I grew up. I knew what Mario Kart 64 was. Alright. That was easy to figure out that we had been playing. But, we also played another racing game with, like, real cars. And that one I remember, that's when I learned that first place is the best in racing. Because I had been in 8th place and thought I was in 8th place and thought I was doing really well. Because my baby brain, my 5 or 6-year-old baby brain was like, oh, 8 is the biggest number. That means I'm doing the best. And that's how I learned that 8th is actually the worst. And the only other thing I remember about the game was that when I lost, my character got out of the car and like kicked it. Right? And I thought that was so funny at the time. But that's the only thing. So the only thing I know is it was a Nintendo 64 game. Had real cars. And the guy got out of the car and kicked it when he lost. He was in like a racing suit with like the helmet and everything. So surely that should be enough information for somebody to figure out what game that was. But I've never managed to do it. I'm having a good Tuesday so far. I got a package in the mail from my mom that had a bunch of snacks in it. And also a letter that just was telling me that my health insurance has been renewed, so... That was less exciting than the snacks, but also good to know, I suppose. Good that my health insurance is good. Put that on wrong. Gonna mess up pieces a few times while building a Lego set. This is... We're doing studs not on top. This is the base, so we're gonna build on top of this. I mean, I guess the studs are on top, but like technically, like this is the top of it. These are studs on the side. This feels wrong. Oh. That we're building sideways. Isn't this a really nice blue color? LEGO really loves to put just wacky colors on the inside of the set where you'll never see them. Which one of the main, like, they do that for ease of visibility when you're building stuff like building like scaffolding. But also, LEGO designers do that to like give LEGO enthusiasts pieces in new colors that they didn't have before. They like sneak them in on the insides of sets, where it doesn't matter. And then people who want to build in those colors get extra pieces. I think that's kind of a cool system that they do nowadays. That's a nice way to give adult LEGO fans some cool stuff. I'm a big LEGO enthusiast, but also I'm poor, so I don't get to indulge in the hobby that often, so that's why I usually like to stream it when I do, because it's really nice to share with everybody. So we're using these slopes to make the base round. I'm gonna have to build 2 of these, by the way. We're in this for the long haul. This is just part 1 of building the base. Look at this little archway that they've done in there. Isn't this kind of silly? Love this. What a build. When it's done, you're not gonna see any of this stuff. Well, now I'm building 2 of these things. See this? I'm building this twice. Wasn't there like that? Is it bad that I, like, just haven't recognized any of this music? Despite having played Horizon Zero Dawn for, like, tens of hours. It was probably like 40 hours or more by the end of it. I got a lot out of that game. Apparently the music wasn't part of it. Yeah, I played with the sound on. There was definitely sound and I played. Okay, so now I need an archway. You know, why don't I just build the 2 of them at the same time? Why am I building them one after the other? Like a rule-following gubbin. Sorry, I called myself a gubbin. Deal with it. Like... yeah, these 2 parts that I'm building right now hold the 2 sections of the base together. Yeah, I like the music. I just don't remember any of it. I feel silly. I don't remember it. Also, I want to point out that the legs on the raptor guy are made with guns. Blasters. It's really funny that there are LEGO pieces shaped like guns nowadays, because for years they refused to even make gray LEGO pieces because they didn't want people to be able to build military vehicles with them. Like, they didn't want anything violent LEGOs, and then they've slowly gotten more violent over the years. It's really funny. But they still refuse to make military vehicles. Still a bridge too far for them. In fact, there was one set that they had, like, built, like, all the way to completion and were ready to release. And it was like a rescue helicopter. But it turns out that the specific type of, like, the specific type of helicopter that it was used, like, exclusively by the military. And so even though the set was completely finished, they canceled it. because they didn't want to make a Lego set out of a military vehicle. I think that's kind of incredible, to be honest. Also, you got an ad coming up in a minute. So be ready. This attached sideways like this. But we got studs going like every direction, huh? Also, it looks like I missed a step. Go back here. Actually, I don't need to go back. I can just look at this. Yeah, what the hell did I miss? So one of these goes across like this. And then these goes here. How did I miss so much? What the hell happened? Did I, like, turn 2 pages at once or something? Thankfully I can see everything here in this step. Like that. And then like that. One of these goes here. And one of these goes here. And one of these. That. 4. 2. You get the smooth round pieces on the end. It's funny that it gets so smooth at the end. I see, so it's not gonna be a perfect circle, it's like an oval. What a weird thing this is, look at this. I've built shapes. This is an absolute shape to me. Right, now we do it again. You ready, chat? Here we go. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it well. Burrito Shell, Taco Room, Taco Bell. Josh and I went to Del Taco recently. And they have this like cookie butter milkshake at the moment. One thing was amazing. It tasted like drinking a cookie. I don't usually like milkshakes. It's like milk. And milkshakes often are too much. They taste like milk to me. You know? But this didn't. It just tasted like a cookie. It was really good. So we want to go get that again sometime. Right, Sasha? She's not listening. I was talking about Sasha's new favorite food. A cookie butter smoothie, or cookie butter milkshake, rather. This just says we should get sponsored by Del Taco and advertise the cookie butter milkshake. Okay, yeah, she's very excited to get another one. She's like bouncing around over there. She's like, baby Quinn from Daria. I like talking to other kids, and they talk back. Go. Uh-oh. Getting dry skin on my fingers. Poor little fingers. Probably only gonna get worse as I keep building with the Legos. Use offer code TWISTY for 20% off your next order from Del Taco. I wish. I did a sponsored stream once, and I haven't been able to stomach doing it again. Right, well, I did 2 sponsored streams, because I had to do 2 for the deal that I accepted. Oh man, I cannot stomach doing sponsored streams. If you ever see me do another sponsored stream, then know that I'm like suffering through it. Sasha's back here saying, I'll chill. I'll do a sponsored stream, I'll chill. That's just funny. Aren't churros usually twisted? Isn't that like the normal shape for a churro? I guess... Oh, a pretzel-shaped churro. I guess they're not always twisted. Thinking of it. I've only had a normal churro. The only time I've ever had a churro, other than when we went to Golden Corral and I ate like a tiny one, was at Disneyland. Because there are a million churro stands at Disneyland. I don't know why. But like, you can get churros like anywhere at Disney. It's nuts. Thank you, Sasha. But eventually there's gonna be a song here that I recognize. It's gotta happen, right? I played that game for so long. Eventually I gotta recognize the music, right? Okay, and then... goes here. What this piece got, like, bendy. Did you know the dimensions of Lego pieces are, like, slightly off? And, like, that builds up over time if you, like, have, like, really long pieces that you put together? But it's done that way on purpose so that they're slightly flexible and easier to put together and take apart. But if you have, like, a really long stretch of Legos, you'll notice that the geometry slowly gets slightly off. They slowly, like, bend more over time. Really weird. Okay, here's the part I somehow skipped for the previous section. And I'm actually doing it. Construction order. Almost out of all the pieces in this bag now. My god, please just stay open. Now there's too much weight, so there's not enough weight on this side for it to stay open, but there's enough weight for it to start forcing itself closed again. You gotta be kidding me. This is the worst. Like a wire instruction booklet like this. Like, oh, I loved you. Why you gotta do me like this? Alright, now we put the two sides together. You ready, chat? Here we go. The big event. Ta-da! We have built oval. And then I just throw it like a frisbee. Alright, now we got all these... What am I gonna do with all these extra little pieces? Sasha, are you gonna eat them for me? I'm gonna get Sasha to eat all the extra pieces for... I'll probably just, put them on top of my PS4, how about that? For now. So one of the pieces fell down here, I don't know where. But yeah, we have accomplished oval. Now oval. Alright, time for bag 2. Plus, I have to pull out this big brick that's just loose by the looks of it. Eloy will stand right there. Hello, welcome to the stream. I have built the oval. That's bag 8. That's bag 4. That's bag 5. That's bag 7. That's bag 6. Alright, hold on. Oh yeah, look, Shan, we completed the oval. Here it is. Here's bag 2, and there's the extra brick. Oh, there's sticker. No. No, there's stickers. I didn't know the set had stickers, oh no. Yeah, I had to pull out this piece. And... bag 2. Oh, here's bag 3. I'll have that ready while I'm at it. I'm gonna need that soon. Still looks illegal. I can assure you these are legal building techniques. Also, I thought they were supposed to start using paper bags for the pieces by now. How come they're still plastic? They've released sets with the paper bags, but I've never seen one. Still only ever had, plastic Lego bags. They've also started prototyping, like biodegradable plastic pieces as well. It's cool. But they've only made the only thing they did with those was they made a set of, green plant pieces that were also made of biodegradable plastic. Yeah, they had to use up all the plastic ones they already had? Maybe. Right? We put on this big old piece. And... but they really wanted to make this base really sturdy, didn't they? Look at all this reinforcement underneath all this. Yeah, technically these angles different. Yeah, I don't see any more of these dark green. Ah, here it is. Gumby. They were in the pile of small pieces. Then we need a couple more big pieces. Here. Looks... ah! Goes in my lap. And then it goes here. But you really gotta push these down. You need more research time for the plastic pieces if they weren't up to standards or something? Probably. That sounds right. I'm still mad at LEGO for that stupid Braille set they did. I'm not mad at them for making a Braille set, I'm mad at them for just botching the damn thing. It's like the stupidest LEGO set I've ever heard of. It's like... I don't know if I've ranted about this thing on stream before, but like... it's like more expensive than this set was. Or like similarly expensive. I don't actually know how much this was, I got it as a gift. But like... all it has is plain... it's just... there's nothing you actually build with the set. It's just plain Lego bricks. And many of them are printed. With like a letter on them. And also they're new molds technically because the studs are in the shape of the Braille letters. Which is really cool. But you don't actually build anything with the set. It's just a handful of bricks. And not even that many of them. And it's like $90. It's like, if like, dude, who's going to buy this? Like, I think the only application would be to be bought by a school, but like, then it kind of feels like you're extorting the school. It's just, and like, they advertise it really heavily too. They're like, look at this cool Braille set we did. It's like, if it's supposed to be for accessibility or whatever, why is the price not accessible, you know? Like, it feels like if they had to make it that expensive, while also being, like, absolutely nothing as a Lego set, like, maybe they just shouldn't have made it. I feel like it was just a bad idea. Like, I think it's cool to have a thing where you just have, like, braille letters and you can, you know, place them easily. But, like, surely if, like, you could have something like that that's not extremely expensive, surely there's some better way to manufacture that. Like, maybe it shouldn't have been a Lego thing. Maybe somebody else could have made something like that. Braille bricks in Minecraft. Since is it really that expensive to make? Like, to be fair, the more expensive Lego pieces tend to be ones that are printed and ones that are, like, unique molds. Those tend to bump up the prices of Lego sets. And this is stuff that was probably only ever going to be in the Braille set. Just by its nature. So, like, it makes... Like, on one hand, it makes sense that it's that expensive, but like I said, if it's going to be that expensive, maybe you shouldn't have made it like that, you know? Just saying. Maybe the educational accessibility Braille set. Maybe accessibility should have been the focus on it. This pisses me off. So expensive for so much nothing. These putting some rocks on. Roxxon sounds like the name of some kind of company. There is like a company called Roxxon. Or at least like a fake one. This is like classical music. It'd be nice to be able to read Braille because if you didn't have to look at text, your neck might feel better. I see. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy the concept of the Braille set. I just don't enjoy that it's so freaking expensive. For nothing. Essentially. It's like the price, so like, price per part ratio on a Lego set is considered good if each piece is 10 cents or less, right? I remember calculating the price per part ratio on the Braille set, and it was like 33 cents per piece. It was stupid. You get a Lego set and it's 10 cents per piece or less, you've got a good deal. This was 33 cents per piece. That's the worst price per part ratio I think I've ever seen. Not a green one. You see it? Every stud that's a solid color has a hole in it. Just to make it easier on you. I like clever little things that they do like that with Lego. I've never seen anybody else complain about or rant about that Braille set, so that's my soapbox for the day. Did I have those dinosaur Lego sets with all the special pieces? I had one of them. I had the Triceratops one. I miss when Lego dinosaurs looked like that. They don't do them like that anymore nowadays. They tend to be just all one big molded thing. Like, sure, they look like better, you know? But like, they lack that old Lego aesthetic that they have, my opinion. I always wanted more. They also had, they also used those pieces for elephants as well back then. They had an elephant head piece. They used gray versions of the dinosaur body parts. There was also a really weird Lego theme that, I forget what it was called, but it was like these like mutant, like killer dinosaurs. And like, had like these like basically military vehicles that were going around hunting them. Like most of the time when they do dinosaur sets like that, the dinosaurs are like peaceful and like they're just trying to like catch them. This one, no, you're like, it was like these crazy mutant dinosaurs and you're trying to kill them. I think they toned it down in Europe. And they specified it was like tranquilizers and they gave it like a less edgy name. I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. I remember seeing advertisements for it as a kid. Always wanted it. But in Europe they decided it was too violent apparently. But apparently American kids can enjoy killing the mutant dinosaurs. Held a message for Reason Smart Detection Beta. Block it for the link. Oh, you had the Mosasaurus one? I think I just blocked it because I had a link. Oh, it said, Smart Detection Beta. Apparently, Automod is getting smarter now. No. It blocked it because of its new beta smart detection feature. Whatever that is. I see they have you start building up the terrain from one side and moving down so that it's easy to keep track of, like, what studs you're supposed to be putting it on. Clever. There's a lot of little things like that. Like Lego instructions that you don't usually think about. But like everything is like really well considered to make it easy as possible. It didn't used to be like that. A lot of this stuff is like modern Lego. Because, had many years to figure this stuff out. Also something I didn't think about before, but like Lego instructions have always looked like this, right? And obviously Lego's really old. And like, I know, like, at least since I was a kid, like all the Lego sets that I've ever had, it was always done, on computer, right? Like it's clearly 3D rendered. Clearly just CG. But Lego instructions have always looked like this, and I think until like the 90s or early 2000s, they were done by hand. I don't even know how they would have done that. I'm gonna look into that sometime. How were Lego instructions made? Early days. Because like Lego sets weren't small. You know? Like the 80s, 70s and stuff like that. Lego sets were already getting pretty big by then. So like, imagine a big Lego set and having to design the instructions by hand. Meticulously like that. That's probably one of the reasons why it's only in modern times that Lego sets have gotten, like, this complex. That's because, like, at this point, I think making the instructions is only feasible with use of the computer. Like, at least making as many Lego sets as they do. Having the computer help. Sense. Brown bricks. Look at all these brown bricks. Some people like to sort out all the pieces before they start building. But for me, part of the fun, like, you know, it's kind of like building a jigsaw puzzle. Like, part of the fun is like looking for the pieces, at least for me. If I just know where all the pieces are, then like, what's the fun? Knolling? Yeah, I've heard that term before. Isn't that specifically where you sort them and also, like, make them look nice? Like you, like, nicely set them up first? I know Adam Savage likes to do it that way. That's where I was familiar with it from. Adam Savage is obviously much smarter than I am, so maybe he's onto something. Yeah, I should be doing it that way. Like this one piece that's much brighter green than all the others. Look. How well it comes across on the camera. That's the only one in that color. So funny. I'd like to get a Lego Minecraft set sometime. I've still never gotten any of those. I feel like Lego and Minecraft are a very good fit together. Look at these, like, rounded pieces. Goes like this. Someone goes like this. What's here? Get our little studs. You ever play any of the Lego video games, Shan? I want to get into some of the newer Lego video games that aren't, just the Traveler's Tales ones. It's kind of a shame. Lego games for years were pretty much just all the same game. Traveler's Tales just had one thing that they did with, Lego games. But like in the earlier days of Lego games, they were all different. And nowadays they've been, experimenting more again. I like. Yeah, I wanted to get into Lego 2K Drive. I was really excited for that. It looked great. Turned out it was just, a game that you pay $60 for, but then it's still full of microtransactions. Like, it's like a pay-to-win game that you pay $60 for. And it's just like, you know, maybe I don't want that. It was a real shame because it looked great. I was really disappointed. Like, I really loved the idea of getting a Lego racing game, like an open-world Lego racing game. That sounds so fun. But then to hear that it turned out like that was just, ugh. And apparently I shouldn't have been surprised because that's like 2K Games' thing. Like, that's what they do. But I was unfamiliar with 2K. I only ever played... The only game from them that I was familiar with was Borderlands. I think they do Borderlands? Maybe I'm misremembering. But like, yeah. I think Arrow has this Lego set too, I think she mentioned. Which is good, because I think it would be a crying shame if she didn't have it. She loves Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, that's the thing, Shan. When I've talked about before, when I was like a teenager, I was like 16 or 17. I had to make a choice, which was what is my lifelong hobby going to be? Like, what's the hobby I'm going to focus on? Yeah. There for a sec. There was a little thing on there that wouldn't go away, so I just blew it away. But anyway, when I was like 16 or 17, I sat down and was like, okay, what am I going to focus on as like the thing that I do? And I decided I was picking between video games and Lego, because both cost about the same as a hobby. And ultimately, obviously, I decided on video games. At least this wrong. Brick separator! Save me, brick separator! Brick separator. These brick separators are great. These are so much better than the ones that I had as a kid. Apparently those brick separators were really short-lived, too. I didn't even realize it. These have been around a lot longer than the old kind, right? He has answered your bug boyfriend ad? What's your bug boyfriend ad? Ta-da! Section's all done now. That's our base so far. More entertainment out of video games in terms of time. Yeah. But like both were about like the same in terms of money. I also liked the idea, well, at least nowadays, I like the idea of video games as my hobby more. Because it's not monopolized by one company, you know? If I was into Legos as my one hobby, all of my money and time and everything is going into one company. And I don't like the idea of that. I don't like one company owning my hobby. Gonna get boyfriends for your female bugs? Oh, I see. We're gonna build a birch tree. Oh, I like this song. This song's nice. This is a really nice song. No, I don't know if I've ever had Lego pieces in this color. Look at this color. Look at this, like, baby blue. Or, like, mint green. And around that. What an interesting color. Some vocals here. Alright, we're putting plants in now. It's such a vibrant green color. I like that. I've never had this type of flower paste before. Been around for years though. I've just managed to dodge all the Lego sets that had them all this time. Here's one of these. Now this piece, this is gonna be a weird thing to bring up, but this piece reminds me of a Lincoln log piece that I had as a kid. That you'd like put a flag in or something like that. It was like a plastic piece that went over the end of one of the logs. You like mint green stuff, Shiny? How do you like mint ice cream, though? That used to be my favorite as a kid. But eventually I grew tired of it. Oh yeah, also I get to use this piece now. Sash likes mint chocolate chip. It used to be my favorite, but eventually I stopped liking it. I got older. I think eventually it just made me think of, because, okay, so growing up, I didn't like mint toothpaste, right? So I would get toothpaste that was, different flavors, like lemon, or things like that, right? Then eventually when I got older, I started, using mint toothpaste. And so nowadays, the flavor of mint ice cream is just ruined for me because it's just toothpaste to me now. Like, I don't like mint stuff at all because it's just toothpaste to me. Wow, so that's just giving me the purple guy. Oh, these little flowers are so cute. Look at this. Look at how nice that looks. Isn't that adorable? I love the color. No, the purple guy is like a Funko Pop, but yeah, YouTube. He's like a Funko Pop, but not. So just taking him away because I called him a Funko Pop. I've lost my purple guy privileges. And now... Oh yes, hey Shan, remember those dinosaur that you were talking about? Remember how this piece was like the end of the tails? That's where the... and like, they use it for horns and stuff too. I think that's where this piece originated from. Is those dinosaur sets. Now we're making plants with them. I spent over an hour now, and we're not even onto the main part of the set. We're still only building the base. This is gonna be a long stream, I hope y'all are prepared. Does anyone know if Biss is online, by the way? I want Biss to come watch the stream. And also Arrow. Arrow should at least make a cameo appearance. Since we're doing the Horizon Zero Dawn set. And that's her jam. Here we go. You get the go 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 menacing JoJo effect from Purple Guy. Okay, so let's go in the... plant. From this side they look like this. Pretty cool. Alright, now we're building a tree. Okay, something I want to point out. So see these tiny axle pieces? For years, they did these exclusively in red. I think to improve their visibility. But they used to be in black like this. Back in the early days, like, of Bionicle and stuff like that, I got a lot of little tiny black axles like this. But they did them exclusively in red for a long time. To, I think, improve the visibility. Like, they color-coded all the Technic pieces. Like, these would always be in blue. Right? I think they might have been in red at some point. But they seem to have gone back on that. At least somewhat. See, this piece is still... exclusively blue. But it used to be done in black. And it would often, like, take away from the aesthetics of things, because you'd have, like, little bits of red or blue or stuff like that poking through where it didn't make any sense because they refused to do the Technic pieces in other colors than their designated ones. It's interesting to see them going back on that somewhat. So your Lego Obi-Wan has a partly red lightsaber? I see. Is that like the one of the big figure ones? People have mixed feelings on those. Some people don't like the big figurine sets very much. Especially when they're for like characters with human faces. Alright, now we're building the apparatus. Putting this in there. I always enjoy a little bit of Technic. I'd like to get like a proper Technic set again sometime. There's some big Technic cars that I'd really love to build. And there's some like medium-sized ones too that I would enjoy. We won, my only hoe. After the legendary tweet. Guards your desktop PC from cats jumping onto it. I see. Look at these bright yellow leaves, by the way. I didn't realize they were gonna be so yellow. They looked more orange on the box. They're really bright orange or really bright yellow. They look orange in the instruction too. See that? Look at how orange that is. That does not match at all. The yellow, the yellow leaves in the instructions match this color better. I mean, these are definitely yellow. But these are not as orange as LEGO is making them out to be. Like, this is orange, right? This is orange. Look at how yellow this is by comparison. Like, if you saw this and this together, this is orange and this is yellow, you know? It's really funny that they're making it look so orange in the instructions and everything. Alright, so this is the apparatus. It's really funny that you can place bars into axle holes, but they just work. It's really clever how they did the... It's really clever how they made use of these pieces just being black to make it look like a birch tree. And also there's little slits in these pieces, which again, let a little bit of black through and make it look more like a birch tree. Hi, Biss! I think these are some really clever techniques they did here. And then this goes right here. And then you put the leaves on. Gotta put the leaves. These pieces are slightly bendy, by the way. Flexible. So I assume that's to make it easier to not break them. Okay, and then we go on through the middle piece next of it. Kind of out of frame, so I'll move it into frame to get it all attached. Ta-da! There's a tree. What do you think? Cute little tree. Like that. You wanna see the small creature, Bess? And also... you finger. Yep, this is Horizon Zero Dawn. Mr. Fairy is on a 3-stream streak. Wow. Okay, I'm not sure what we're making a stoplight now. So we need some more brown bricks. And mine crap. It's not Minecraft, it's... Yeah, Abyss, I'm over an hour into this stream and I'm still building the base. I'm not even building the main part of the set yet. This is gonna be a long stream. But I managed to build the Sonic set in one stream, so... I think I can do this. I enjoy that they always do the minifigures first. Lego sets. I think that's pretty cool. So many bars. I haven't had so many Lego bars in my life. Bar pieces. Okay, so this attaches to this first. Then it goes on. It's a stick. I've built a stick, chat. And then... so now we're building the stoplight part. This is the first time I've ever built a Lego set that's like supposed to be something like post-apocalyptic. It's really weird. Supposed to be like run down and destroyed. Like obviously, I've seen a lot of mocks like that. I've seen a lot of things that people have built that are like post-apocalypse. This is the first official Lego set I've ever seen that's anything like this. Uh-oh, piece fell. I got it. Rescued the piece. And then... get this long green thing. That attaches here. So I'm supposed to bend it like this. And then, it goes over here. And I'm supposed to wrap this around. Touch it here. Like that. This is a chill stream, you're happy? Yay! My Lego streams tend to be very chill. Give you a look at it there. Look at that. Got the vine wrapped around it. That's so cool. This is really neat. I like it. Now we're placing 2 leaves over here. Here. Leaf here. I've never had all these little leaf parts before either. Okay, then we're sticking these into the leaves. What's here? Okay. So I have to put 2 of the flowers together. 2 of these little red flowers. Do that 3 times. Pretty, Elena and Lego. Oh, thank you. I bet Shiny's gonna pop out again and tell me that she agrees and I'm also pretty. She also thinks I'm pretty then. Touch. Ah. I knew it, there she is. Thank you, Shiny. There's some flowers. Those look nice. Nice wheel flowers. Alright. Check it, we're building the main deal now. Here we go, chat. Are you ready? See these 4 pins sticking up? There's 2 there and 2 there. That's where this guy's gonna go. That's where his feeties go. Alright, so this is going off to the side for now. Because I don't have that much room on my desk. Say goodbye to the base for now, everybody. Bum to the boo to the bum to the base. Put that on Lego Ideas. Put Lego Buck Bumble on Lego Ideas. 7, 6, 5. I pulled out everything other than bag 4. Incredible. There it is, bag 4. Woo! Give a round of applause for bag 4, everybody. Woo! Let's hear it for bag 4. Okay. We got our little bags. And our big bag of gubbins. Ah! What happened to your money?
I canceled it.
Wow. Amazon does something good for once. No, a piece fell. Where did it go? You see it? It just fell. Oh, there it is. The little pieces go over here. It actually works very well to put them on my mouse pad because that prevents them from sliding around all over the place and escaping from me. You must never let your Lego pieces escape, chat. That's my lesson of the day. Never let them escape. What's that on the floor? Right there. I thought it was that little wrapper piece. Well, there's a cameo from Sasha's hand. Oh, don't put your feet on my stream, please. Feet do not belong on stream. Do you think feet are ever mentioned in the Bible? Do they ever talk about feet in the Bible? Is there Are there biblically accurate feet? Hey Sasha, by the way, would you mind bringing me one of those strawberry drinks? I just finished drinking. Could use another. Take your time. Right this second. Look at this bright orange piece. Whoa, look, it match, it can go right on there. Take it. Right on there. They make the brick separators out of a slightly softer plastic so that normal Lego pieces will damage the brick separator before the brick separator would damage the pieces. Alright, took about an hour and 20 minutes before we actually started, building the Tallneck itself, for which the set is named after. Get these bright yellow pieces. Don't you just love when they put these brightly colored pieces inside the set? Isn't that great? Sometimes they fuck up and you can like see them through the outside of the set. And then it's kind of defeating the purpose. Guess they just decided whatever thing that you had to build with them on the inside was so difficult that the visibility when building it was worth the trade-off of accidentally seeing a little bit of the wrong color from the outside. Oh, here's what I was talking about with the bright red axles. The bright red axle. Shan says, do biblically accurate feet have eyes on each toe? Toei rhymes with moai. Looking for roundy pieces. There we go. There's a roundy. A roundy piece. Roundy. A little roundy piece. I'm gonna figure out where I want to put this on display. I figure maybe I can move some stuff around over here. I said I was trying to figure out where I want to put this when it's done. I said I figured maybe we could move some stuff around over there and I can display it there. Why? Dogs will get it?
Yeah.
Do they like Legos? Maybe I can fit it in the bedroom somewhere. I see. I didn't think they would try to get it back there in that corner. Doesn't smell like food. They usually only seem interested in food. Oop, I forgot a step. I forgo a step again. There we go. Much better. But they really want this to be really sturdy. They've put an axle through it and everything. This must be like weight, like load bearing. Backwards. I really need to pay more attention. This stream doesn't take 5 hours. Put these on here. Building a very similar structure again now. Not exactly the same, but very similar. Oh yeah, this is a very new piece. Also, again on that weird lime, or like mint green color. So this is basically, so... Okay, so you have this piece, right? Which is just... plate. One stud on it. It's one plate tall. And you can put two of these together to make, like, 2 plates tall. But now they've made a piece that is just that. It's just 2 plates together, but it's got a hole in the middle. It is slightly different. A slightly different utility. But it's still a very strange piece. And it's also strange because earlier it made me put 2 of those other plates together. I'm not... and like... in both cases there's no utility to the hole through it or anything. I'm not sure why in this case they gave me the double plate. And then the other time, they just made me put 2 plates together to accomplish the same thing. I don't get it. Why didn't we use the double plates every time? Sometimes LEGO designers are an enigma to me. Yeah, and then here's just a normal brick-sized one. So now we have all 3. We have a plate, we have 2 plates, and then we have brick. Which is 3 plates tall. Oh, what a weird thing. And the full brick one doesn't have a hole through the middle. And now for some reason we're using a jumper. But we're not placing it... So jumpers are used to offset bricks usually, right? Like now you can have a brick like centered. Like that. They put those together. See that? But we're not doing that here. We're placing it as if it was a normal plate. So what's the point of having it be a jumper? I don't understand this part. This part is built so weirdly. This just makes it have a slightly weaker connection. Actually, like it's really easy to take this off compared to a normal plate. Did they want it to be intentionally weak for some reason? I wouldn't think so. Oh yeah, this is definitely a weight-bearing part because this is where the legs attach, I think. This is the central body of the beast. This is another leg hole. Hope y'all got an ad break. By the looks of it. Okay, now it makes sense to use the jumper. Because we're actually placing it right side up. It's probably going to offset something. That other one was so weird. A lot of jumpers here. Or other jumper. And then we attach it. Like a soul. This is the body of the beast. So far. We're gonna touch it more securely in a minute, I'm sure. Let me know when you're ready to get me a drink, Sasha. I guess right now she's going. Thank you. Sasha's so nice to me. He is always doing this for me. Looking for... tiny tile. Tiny says Sasha very good too. Here we go. This goes on there. And... tile goes on there. Tiny plate goes on there. Those jumpers. Okay, this is slightly sturdier now. Slightly. Body of the beast. Okay, it's gonna be much sturdier now that I put this piece on. It does not move on anywhere now, that's very rigid. I watched a video recently, how, we've all been fooled about the, negative health effects of too much sodium. Cause you know, like, there's a lot of, like, low salt options and stuff like that. It turns out that salt really just isn't actually unhealthy for you. in any meaningful way. Like, the amount of salt it would take to potentially, possibly raise your blood pressure would be if you were eating, like, extremely absurd amounts of salt every day. Like, if you were eating, like, a third of an entire, like, container of salt, like the kind of, like, bulk salt that you get to, like, use for a long period of time. If you ate, like, that entire thing all at once, then maybe that's not gonna be good for you. And also, if you already have high blood pressure, lowering your salt intake can help reduce it. But if you don't have high blood pressure, then lowering your salt intake isn't going to make you less likely to get high blood pressure. So basically, just sort of the issue was just sort of misapplied. Like, there are a lot of unhealthy foods that have a lot of salt in them, but the salt isn't the reason that they're unhealthy, basically. Like, I was just kind of talking about just sort of like eating healthier is just kind of more about making healthier lifestyle choices, and doesn't really have to do with how much salt you have or not. Because, like, this is, like, really weird because salt is, like, an essential component of, like, life, you know? Like, it's an essential component of your body for, like, your muscles and your nerves and stuff like that. And yet somehow it's gotten this reputation for being, like, bad for you. The funniest part of that is basically there was just one guy who spearheaded getting it seen this way, and he did research that specifically was intended to prove his already, like, the bias that he already had, which was that he had this weird, like, hang-up with people. Like, he hated when people add salt to their food. So basically he went out and did research to try and make it so that he could be like, see, you're not supposed to put salt on your food. Shouldn't be doing that. And basically he fed a bunch of rats, like, an absurd amount of salt. It's like, see, their blood pressure went up. And it's like, dude, the amount of salt you gave them is, like, ridiculous. Yeah, the MSG thing, Shiny, also seems to mostly just be racist in origin. Unlike salt, where it was just kind of a guy with a weird hang-up. With MSG, it seems, racist. Because MSG is popular in, Asian cuisine. Oh, see, now that we're on a different part of the build, they are willing to have solid color studs. Without the whole era of that being confusing is over. Look at these weird little gubbins I'm adding on here. What even are these? What are these? So much food people eat that has MSG in it that they don't even realize. I see. Like Doritos. MSG just makes me think of one of my favorite songs to listen to at the moment. Called Birthday Cake. And I found it because it was in a playlist of, like, worst video game music of all time. Which is, I think, just uncalled for. That song is great. It was in Jet Set Radio Future. I just listened to it. It's a great song. Shut up and eat. Too bad, no bon appetit. Shut up and eat. You know my love is sweet. And there's a line where they go, extra oil in the MSG. And that's what comes to mind for me at the moment. You're booping me? Oh, thank you. I'm booped now. Alright. This thing has such a small body, I'm realizing. Like, this isn't that big. It's just very dense. I'm building, like, just a solid chunk of mass that can hold up everything. Oh yeah, it's about to become even more solid of a chunk with this. I just saw what we're building. Look at that. Oh, this is weird. So I've seen this type of piece with a stud on one side, right? And I've seen one with studs on all the sides. This is one with studs on only 2 of them. I've never seen that before. That's incredible. Oh, they made that piece. I'm kind of a weird, like, my interest in Lego is kind of nerdy, I guess, because I'm always just intrigued by just all of the types of pieces that there are. I have like an encyclopedic knowledge of the types of Lego pieces that exist. I always get excited when I see a new one that I haven't seen before. Like Pokemon to me. Memorizing all the Lego types, all the Lego piece types. Go. And oh, I forgot what step we're on. Then we take this. Both sides. Oh wait, whenever I see this piece, it always makes me think of like a little robot face. It's the robot face piece to me. Ouch. Fingers always get sore when I build Lego stuff. Yeah, this is... I could hurt somebody with this now. This is so solid. Alright, Sasha, let's try it out. Let's see if I can hurt somebody with this. Commit violence on stream. There was a video I watched recently about, it was like Fortnite criminals or something like that. And there was a guy who got in trouble because he like started like beating up his wife live on stream while playing Fortnite. Like a popular Fortnite streamer. And like first he was like having like a heated argument with his wife live on stream, and I was just like, I was telling Sasha, it's like, I can't imagine, in the first place, I can't imagine being the type of person to like argue with a spouse like that, right? Because like I feel at the point when you're yelling at somebody like that, like getting into fights with them, like what are you doing being in a relationship with them? Like clearly it's not working, right? I was thinking about that recently. I was just like, people manage to get that kind of thing so normalized for themselves. Like I feel like it's like I feel like it doesn't happen like instantly, right? Like it feels like it's gonna be like a slow process where they end up there and they just kind of get used to it, which makes me very sad to think about. But then anyway, I'm just thinking like I can't imagine being in that position where you argue with your wife like that. And then on top of that, to then do it while people are watching, like, how do you get to that point where you're willing to like, it's so normalized to you that you will yell at your wife on stream? That's just nuts. And then like start throwing. Well, she started throwing stuff first, and then he went and like slapped her or something. Got in trouble for that. Turns out, she also got in trouble for, domestic violence too, though. For attacking him, like, throwing, like, heavy objects at him and stuff like that. So neither of them were... So they were kind of both at fault here, but the thing that got me was just, like... Why are you together? No? People just kind of get used to that somehow. Be very sad. What a random sticker. Goes on the butt. Such a small sticker in such an out-of-the-way place. Wild. Oh, we gotta put another sticker on. Letter 6. Why even bother numbering them if you don't put them on in the order they're numbered in? That's silly. Well, I mean, I know why they bother numbering them, so you know which one is which, but like, shouldn't you number them in the order they're gonna get used in? How do they pick the numbers? Shaping there. I like it. I mean, we are doing them in numerical order, like we did 5, 6, 7. But like, why weren't these stickers 1, 2, 3? Interesting, you put them on an angle like that. I guess for me, with the yelling thing, there's also the aspect that I'm, like, very sensitive to being yelled at. So, like, I can't imagine yelling at somebody else. Plus, I'm just, like, a very quiet person. The loudest I get is, like, when I'm, like, streaming and I, like, laugh at something really loud or get really surprised and I go, oh! You know, that kind of thing. Like, I have trouble raising my voice to, like, get somebody's attention in, like, a loud place. Sasha makes fun of me for that sometimes. He's like, Lena, you're so quiet. I couldn't hear you calling for me. But, like, even when it's just, like, we're in the house and I'm trying to call for her because she's in the other room, she never hears me because I'm too quiet. I'm so small and quiet. Go. Get on there. Put a little gum in on there, I think. I assume these are gonna go on the sides like this. That. It, like, fits perfectly. I like that all the Legos, like, they all match up perfectly. The math of them all always works out. That's one of the most pleasing things about Lego, in my opinion. So that everything's been engineered perfectly to always fit together. The same exact measurements as each other. Any random piece engineered with the same measurements in mind as every other. So, like, you can put all these little sloped pieces together, add up to the same shape as one of these triangle pieces. Very good. I like the creature noise. Oh yeah, that looks great. Yeah, look at how that's all coming together. It's such a solid chunk of Lego. I keep mentioning that, but it really is. It's so, like, heavy and dense now. Like, it's way heavier than you would expect something made out of Legos to be. Especially when it's that small. If anybody's got anything for us to talk about, let me know again. I'm always looking for topics to chat about with everybody. Biss, are you still around? You got anything for us to chat about today? Any Biss topics? Jan says bugs again. What's my opinion on keyboards? Oh, I've got one. I like my pink keyboard. Has served me well so far. I think I really think about keyboards that much. Yeah, Shan is very bug-minded lately. I'm not surprised. Not surprised that's their topic choice. Right, we just built the same thing but backwards, basically. Goes on this side. Oh. Looking pretty good. Curing bugs is exciting, I see. The only time I've ever done that was in kindergarten when we raised caterpillars until they turned into butterflies. We also raised tadpoles until they turned into frogs. There's a little pond outside our school, there was a pond. Well, there is still a pond outside that school, but it's not my school anymore. There's a little pond out there and we put the frogs in there when they grew up. Oh, this was step 69, by the way. I'm gonna point that out. See? It's pretty nice. But yeah, we learned about metamorphosis in school. In kindergarten. We had a song about it. We sang a lot of songs in kindergarten. Well, just in elementary school in general, but kindergarten especially was I love singing for whatever reason. Like when that's metamorphosis. Also had a song about how to spell the word hippopotamus. Alright, let's see. Bag 6, bag 7, 8, 5. Alright, bag 5, everybody. Woo! Here we go, bag 5! Visible on the stream. I should put it over here. Oh. Well, there's some swords in here. See those swords? Right there? Shiny, let me ask you a question now. What's your opinion on keyboards? Boy, the Exoforce robot arms are a very long-lived piece. The Exoforce robot bodies and everything are long gone. But their arms live on. So do their hands. Got a nice new keycaps the other week? I see. Okay. I bought my keyboard because it was the least expensive one. I bought my keyboard because it was cheap. And also because it was pink. I can't deny that was a factor in the purchase. I do like myself a good pink accessory. Like, look, here's my pink Joy-Con. Which I also got because it was pink. I also have a pink DS. And I got pink shorts. Gonna wait until summer again to wear those though. Well, actually, I don't think I have to wait that long because we live in the desert. So the warm weather's gonna come back sooner than that. Getting some tan pieces going now. There's a lot of colors in this set. Lego piece color. Tan Legos are very nice. I like this color. That's a nice tan. I think that's another color that got introduced when they started doing Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars is when they kind of, because that was such a big brand deal, I imagine. They're just like, oh, okay, I guess we can compromise on our no violence mandate. Start making gray, tan pieces. They refused to make those because you could make military vehicles with them. Like I mentioned earlier. But when Lego Star Wars came around, they were like, oh, okay, we kind of need these colors. It's funny how much, like, Bionicle, of course, gets attributed with saving the company. And rightfully so. Bionicle was their best-selling franchise ever. Yeah, there's supposed to be 2 of these. Oh, here it is. But so did Lego Star Wars, and also Lego Star Wars, I think. Like, people don't realize a lot of the time, I think, how much that changed Lego as a thing. Like, that was really the turning point for Lego, like, towards turning into what it is now. Was them picking up the Star Wars license, because that was the first time they ever did licensed anything. And one of the reasons why they picked it up then was because they were, like, really struggling. They just really needed something to boost them. And it turned out to be a very good choice, because between that and Bionicle, they really turned around, and that's why... It's basically why LEGO still exists the way it does now. Bigger than ever. It's kind of incredible. Though on one hand, it's kind of just the story of a company becoming, like, you know, just sort of succumbing more and more to capitalism over time. As seems inevitable with any large company. Is, you know, eventually they're going to act more and more like a large company no matter how good they are to begin with. And like, I still, like, obviously I like Lego, right? But like, I'm willing to acknowledge their status as a giant corporation. And like, I love the license sets and stuff like that, but I do miss back in the day when they did more original stuff. I was really disappointed with Lego Dreams, because it looked really cool, but it turned out not nearly as cool as it looked originally. Big disappointment. My god, they're doing something cool again. It's just like... Well, not really. Like, I especially got disappointed when the cartoon for it came out, and it was just ass. Complete ass. Barely had anything to do with the sets or anything. Did, like, a really bad job making a story out of them, and, like, it was kind of just lowest common denominator kind of stuff, you know? Like, humor made to appeal only to 5-year-olds, that kind of thing. Didn't really explore any of the stuff that they had, like, put in their, like, outline about the series. Barely anything in it actually looked like Lego. Like, it seemed like they were, like, too afraid of it coming off as a toy commercial. The point where it just, like, it didn't have enough of the toys for it to make sense for it to even be related to them, essentially. Like, there was a lot of stupid things, like, one of the characters would have, like, a walkie-talkie on their hip. But it wasn't a Lego walkie-talkie. Lego walkie-talkies are, like, really big. But, like, it was a small one in the first place, and it wasn't even Lego at all. It was just a walkie-talkie. It's just like, what are you doing at the point? Like, it just felt really cheap and, like, outsourced and just, like... big disappointment. The sets were, like, barely ever featured in it. A lot of stuff from the sets were, like, never featured in it. So, like, it did nothing to, like, build up a story for the series or anything. Just kind of... it was just a big disappointment. I think I did some things out of... oh, I didn't do anything out of order, I just confused myself. You stare at LEGO instructions long enough, you're bound to get confused eventually. Chan, do you have any specific bug topic you would like for us to chat about? I'm very bad at just like, okay, talk about bugs. I'm like, I already talked about the thing that I was finding interesting recently, which was just, about their wings. Just think they're neat? Oh, okay. Marge Simpson moment. I just think they're neat. I think Marge Simpson is a bit of a creature. That was a Yoda noise, Sasha. Okay, I'm just saying that Yoda and Marge Simpson are more similar than you might think. Let the record state that Sasha just made a loud fart noise behind me. Thank you, dear. Chat, Sasha's harassing me. And then she's denying it. Danny says we're both cuties. He's not denying that one. Oh, and Shan says, good job, Sasha. Good job harassing me. Right, sticker number 8. Everybody loves putting stickers on Legos. That's not true. It's usually people's least favorite part. Oh, even better shaping. Look at that. Wait, this just keeps getting more and more solid. The body of this thing is so small compared to the rest of it. Or compared to like how big the head and neck is. And how long the legs are. Body's not as big as I expected. Just, it's so dense. Well, I think we're starting on the neck, chat. The tall neck is getting its neck. Let's get some neck chat. The chat. Let's talk about necks. I have no thoughts on necks to give, unfortunately. I cannot spearhead the neck chat. Okay, where is that piece? Be a 1x4. There it is. And we're putting on one of these. Why it's only one? We haven't put the swords on yet. It's like the Donkey Kong Country level Necky's nuts. It sounds inappropriate somehow. Supposed to sound inappropriate? Is it like that one level in Super Mario Land 2 where you go in Mario's crotch and his balls are in there? You open up Mario's crotch and the level's full of balls. The boss that shoots nuts at you, I see. Like, the word necky sounds wrong to me somehow. It doesn't sound appropriate. Sounds too similar to D's nuts for comfort. Neckies, D's, you know, it's all the same. Here's a piece that was introduced for LEGO Racers back in the early 2000s. There was like a big parts purge in the 2000s because, like, one of their strategies back then was just to make just like a million new different types of pieces, right? And just throw shit at the wall until something sticks. Which included a lot of specialized pieces. And not a lot of them survived, basically. Like, they added a lot of new colors, a lot of new pieces. And then, when they started turning stuff around after Bionicle started doing well, all that jazz, they really downsized it a lot. A lot of those super specialized pieces from back then, kicked the bucket. It's weird that there's like a gap there. Look at that. There. That must be an aesthetic choice. And then this is another very solid chunk of Lego, Jesus. Well, this is one of my favorite pieces. Look at that. That's a shape. You just love a good shape like that, chat. That is such a shape. Okay, so we need one of these. I'm gonna put this... Oh. I hadn't snapped that all the way in. I did put the piece there. Snapped all the way in, so it looks slightly wrong. Gray one. Black one. Underneath the fun shape. No. Putting another one of these on there. Another one of the little car axle pieces. Putting a plate there. Replate there. Okay, we're 2 hours in now, by the way. Hour 2. The Tallneck is still coming together. Another gap. There's a lot of pieces that were specialized for building cars. Wait, no, there's no gap this time. A lot of pieces that were specialized for building cars in this set. The Tallneck is... I think the Tallneck is actually, a car. Skip something? Oh yeah, I skipped a lot. Oops. It's like, wait a minute, how did we get here? Alright, this goes here. Another gray plate. More vocal music. I like when there's vocals in these songs. It's very satisfying. Let me put this here. To move this more into the middle of the frame so you can actually see what I'm building, because like otherwise what's the point of streaming it? Stream? And then these go on there. So many pieces. Not sure why I'm so surprised at how many pieces you have to put on, considering I do know that it's a 1,222 piece set that I'm building tonight. I am well aware of the size of this set. I'm not sure why I'm surprised that there's so many pieces. Okay. Oh, I forgot one of these at some point. Right, now we put a white plate on. Two of these. Long hair just showed up. Two of these. And then another one of these. One of these. Look at that. That's the Tallneck neck. It sure is a tall neck, haha. Now we put their white plate on. There. Here's a gold brick. Here's a gold bar piece in black. Look at that. Black gold. Goes. We turn it this way. Well, how dare you fall off? Get back in there. I don't want to go in there. Why don't I want to go in? It will go in if I take pieces off first. Now these pieces are coming off. What the hell? Do it backwards or something? I must have done it backwards. I misunderstood. Ah, it wants to go in this way. That makes more sense. So that piece really went. That's why I didn't want to go in. It still doesn't want to. Oh wait, this way. What the hell did I miss? Why is this not working? I'm so confused. What did... Well... Just don't... It doesn't make sense to me. I swear I built it the way it was supposed to be built. We're backing it up. We are backing it up, chat. Okay, so no, I did it right the first time. Yeah, everything's correct. Mark my spot. I'll use this little guy. This looks identical. is exactly right. The first time it was right. So you put it in. Put it in this way. And then you put this on like this. Like so. And then you put it in there. And it just moves on. What the hell? Okay. Goes in like this. It's all fixed now. I can go back to what I was doing. Alright, let's put this in. It lines up with the top one. Like this. And we shove it. Pushing. It gets shoved right through there. Here you go. It's got a neck now. That looks great. Tallneck has a tall neck. Hey Sasha, look. Got a tall neck. Alright, what are we doing next? I knocked over my little raptor guy. Putting the swords on. The Exoforce arm. I miss Exoforce, that was a cool... Only had one Exoforce set though. It was one that was like a ship, but it's actually like it's just a gun. Like you hold it like a gun and it fires a thing. The gun pretending to be like a spaceship. Kinda funny. Here we go. And then we put the swords on. Yeah, Exoforce was really cool. It had kind of funny, like, anime-styled minifigures. They had, like, wacky anime hair, and they had kind of anime-styled faces. I never got any of the minifigures, though. I just had one of the little robot guys. And I love that robot guy. So one of these doesn't get a sword. That's... I don't like that. See? Right there. Put a sword in that one. There isn't enough swords. Why put that there? Why you gotta bug me with the asymmetry? I hate that. Check it out, Sasha. Sasha, look at that. That'll look great. I'm enjoying. This is gonna get so big, it's not gonna fit on screen anymore. My setup here is not as good as my old one for this type of stream. But I'm making it work anyway. Here's bag 6. We got some sand blue. Did you know there used to be... so we've had sand blue and sand green in this. Did you know there used to be sand purple and sand red? Those were introduced for the Mars mission theme. And that's it. They were... they did not continue after that theme was discontinued. Also look, remember I talked about Exoforce hands also remaining a thing? Many years after Exoforce? There it is. That's an Exoforce hand. We have the arms and the hands in this set. We have the arms in 2 different colors too. There's gold ones and black ones. Also, these pieces, these ones, these were originally introduced in clear, and they were for like, standing minifigures in like running poses. It's interesting we now have them in solid colors and being as like rebeling on the Tallneck. I have some of the clear ones from the Sonic set, in fact. From the, well, the Lego Idea Sonic set. There's a lot more Sonic sets now. It's funny how popular Sonic is becoming lately, especially with kids. Sonic's having like a renaissance in like popularity with kids nowadays. I think that's pretty neat. Like, honestly, sometimes it feels like Sonic is more popular with kids than Mario at this point. I would be willing to guess that. Oh look, yeah, here's one of the tiny axles in its typical red color. I guess they were really... It's kind of funny because you can still see the blue pin axle combo poking through on the birch tree. But they were so... So I was gonna say it was because they were so concerned about the color scheme they got this made in black. But they didn't get the... They couldn't do the same with the blue pin, so it kind of defeats the purpose. I guess the red would show up more than the blue, anyway. So I guess that's fair. I can't blame them for that one. Yeah. White bracket, there we go. All these little bracket pieces, by the way, these are fairly new in LEGO's history. They were introduced in the Speed Champion series. A lot of the really tiny specialized parts that we have nowadays that lead to like so much increased detail in LEGO sets nowadays, those were pretty much exclusively created for the Speed Champion series, because the point of those was to be like really accurate to like real life cars at a small scale. And they were missing a lot of pieces that were required to like get the accuracy that they wanted. So so we have the Speed Champion series to thank for a lot of that. And they finally also recently decided to up the scale a bit on Speed Champions. So it's less of an issue for them nowadays. So they're not really introducing new parts in that series anymore. And they don't have to try quite as hard to get the details into such a small space anymore. But because they did that for so long, we have a lot of new pieces as a result. I think that's kind of interesting. And as a result, it kind of ended up sort of similar to LEGO Star Wars, reshaping the direction that LEGO went in. They really started focusing on super highly detailed stuff, you know? They put in lots of little details, because they have lots of little detail pieces that they can do that with now. Like getting fancier with the building techniques because they have more things that allow them to build on the side. Stuff like that, in like small spaces. Some people aren't that into the newer direction that LEGO's been going. Although, everybody does seem to concede that the sets are a lot higher quality than they used to be, like a lot more detail, that kind of thing. Just some people just aren't into super detailed stuff like that, I guess, when it comes to LEGO. Like, some people liked the simpler builds that they used to have. And, like, I do too, to an extent. But, like, I'm way more impressed with the stuff that they make now, on the whole. I do just wish less of it was licensed. I say as the only thing that I've ever streamed is licensed LEGO sets. But, like... I would appreciate more of their own series, like storylines and stuff like they used to do. Basically, nowadays, if they want to make something that's not a licensed thing, they just throw it in as a Ninjago thing or a Lego City thing. That's about it. Like, even Speed Champions, which I like a lot, is technically a licensed theme because it's all real cars. And when they do, like, fantasy cars, they're not, like, to scale, like, Speed Champions are. They're more just, like, toy-like in nature. Like, they're, like, out of scale with the minifigures, that kind of thing, and they're meant as toys. Which, you know, Lego is a toy, obviously, so you can't complain about that too much. But, it would be nice to get, like, cars that aren't real, but that are, like, in the Speed Champions scale, and, like, with that level of detail. Supposed to put the leg on like this so it's, like, splayed out. Looks really silly. Oh, this is still falling off, I swear to God. Lego. Why did you make this so finicky? That's my one complaint about this set so far, is that one piece is put on so haphazardly. I'm just doing the same exact thing, but in reverse. Just an exact mirror image of what I just built. Anyway, if you couldn't tell, my favorite Lego thing is, cars. I really like Lego cars. That's the one thing that I can manage to, like, figure out how to build myself as well. That and, like, houses. But I usually don't have enough pieces to, like, make a good house. I really want to get, like, an actual, just, like, Lego house set sometime. My mom has been interested to, like, build one of those with me for years. We never have. Maybe I can do that with her, next time I go see her. In January, I'm gonna go visit family. Sasha's gonna come with me. Visit with me. And also do stuff up there, too. I'm not just gonna sit around in the house all day. I want to take her out for walks, and also I want to take her to that one game store that's really cool. Has all of the games. We'll figure out some other. That'll be fun. And we flip it. Oh, I forgot a piece. Somebody should count up all the times that I forget a piece. Well, I forgot several steps this time. This first. Get in the hole. Go in the hole, please. There we go. Okay, and then I can fit this on there. That's what I did. I forgot multiple steps. I didn't just forget one piece. Oops. These sand blue pieces. So many colors on this set. I know I said that earlier, but I'm still thinking about it. I really like the colors. forgot part of the assembly. And then the part. Then I assume we're gonna build the front legs. The first part of the front leg. Please go on. Oh, please go on. Okay. Around DP. Hope y'all got an ad break. There we go. Okay. You go sit over there with your legs splayed out like a dork. Okay, now we need these black ones with the axle hole. Oh, they still do this, my favorite thing, where you can line up the axle with the axle. And we put 2 of them. One of those upside down tiles. Such a weird piece. Music is great. I don't know why I didn't remember any of it. So ambient and lovely. I love the vibes. Really has the vibes of being out in the wilderness. To me. Just looking at nature. Ooh, shiny metallic piece. That. Shiny. I know somebody named Shiny. She's here in my chat. This piece is just for you, Shiny. Oh yeah, here's one of those Nexonite shield pieces. Here's the word shiny, neuron activated. I figured that would happen. Last time I've seen one of these pieces was on the Sonic set because they used it for the leaves on the palm trees. I never got Nexonites. That was kind of one of the last, like, original series that was kind of cool, though, that they did. Not everybody was into it. I liked what they were going for with it. Thought it was cool. Unfortunately, I never got any of the sets. And now they're gone. There's a lot of LEGO series I missed out on. Just on account of LEGO's so expensive, and I only get it very rarely. Typically, I only pick up LEGO stuff when there's, like, a month where there's no video games that I want. And then I'm willing to buy a LEGO set that month. Alrighty, so this goes like that. Did I put it on the wrong one? Okay, yeah, this is correct. Goes over here. Such a skinny ass leg. For such a big creature. Alright, we're gonna build that again. I was wrong, we're not doing the front legs, we're doing the second half of the back legs. Just the same thing again, but in reverse. How many times have we done that on the stream? I like doing the neck, it was all just one thing. On one go. And at least it's not as repetitive as the Sonic set was. That was extremely tedious because all the checkerboard pattern was brick built. I just had to do that over and over and over and over. I did have fun though. It's okay if Lego sets are a little bit tedious. Mostly being silly. Complaining about that. Also, hi Shan, welcome back. Let's see what we got so far. I don't know why it made me splay the legs out like that, but that's how they are right now. Ta-da! Okay, where was I? Wait, is putting these brackets on? Where's my second one? There it is. It's under the book. And also we have shiny metallic pieces now. Check it out. Shining. Guess you can kind of see how it's reflective there with the blue on it. It's nice. There's that one, and then we want the tile. And then the Nexo Knight's shield. And bent saw thing. Oh, did I use the wrong... I used the wrong one over here. Okay, it's easy to... be easy to remove, though. Mostly. I messed up and used the wrong one here. Another one for anyone keeping count. Goes like that. If anyone wants to keep track of all my blunders, here's another one for you. This goes in there. 2 more of these go on there. And this goes on there. This one. And another shiny grill. Oh, I put it on the wrong side. And then sketch. Like this. Hold the legs down. Starting to look pretty good. That. They have legs now. Check it. Nice. Check it out, Sasha. It's got some legs. It's looking pretty good. It's so big. So chonky. That's a real chonker of a creature right there. I think we're gonna build the feet now. Uh-oh, there's gonna be feet on my stream. I'm gonna build both of these. I'm gonna be a real Lego pro and I'm gonna build both of these at the same time. The 2-foot special. Elena Butterfly's 2 feet special. So chat, place your bets. Is this stream gonna be, 4 hours long? Could be. Because we're getting close to 3 hours now. We still got a good ways to go. Still got 2 bags left. Two bag of Lego. Stick these in there. Donkey Kong isn't saying anything. Must be a legal building technique. What is that supposed to imply? Donkey Kong a cop? A Lego cop? He's watching me? Oh, he sure is. I should put him there. She's finally trying to offload him from her desk. Where I've had him for months now. Finally had enough. So should I keep harassing each other with the Donkey Kong puppet that Biss gave me for my birthday? There's one foot. Some weird music, I like it. So ambient. Go. Oh, and then we gotta put this on the back. There's a slight dent in the back. Okay. And the feeties go on there. They're mixel ball joints. Like how a lot of Lego things get referred to just whatever the first thing that they appeared in was. Now we're giving him... Oh, no wonder he has such skinny ass legs. We weren't done with them yet. I figured we must not be, because they didn't look finished. Had a lot of studs left over. Go. Get back on there. They're coming off on me now. There we go. Looking good. Ta-da! So big. I'm gonna have such a hard time fitting the whole thing on the camera, aren't I? Just go like that. And a clip in there. Leave me. Sick. There you go. Little feetums. Succession's got feet now. Woo! The feet are back in town. The feet are back in town. Defeat you, yeah. Bug just flew in my face. Thanks, Bug. A bug flew up my nose the other night. It was really distressing. Right, bag 7 out of 8. Here we go. You ready for this chat? The worst Lego offense might be when people glue the pieces together. Yeah, that was the thing. That was the thing in the Lego movie. That was the villain. Remember? The Craggle? Usually the pieces get glued together for like permanent installations that are like built out of Legos, just to make sure that people can't break them. I think that's a fair use for I think that's a fair reason to glue the Legos together. It's for a permanent art installation, so it doesn't break. There's a specific type of glue that is used for Legos sometimes, though, where it like slightly dissolves the pieces so that they like literally fuse together and can never ever be taken apart. Like that's like it's beyond super gluing them. The super glue could potentially be undone, but there's this other process where you slightly dissolve the pieces and they literally fuse together. And they can never ever be taken apart. Bumped my mouse and a thing came up. It was like, your daily astrology. And I'm like, no thank you. I know Microsoft knows I'm a white girl, but I'm not quite that type of white girl. I'm not the into astrology type. No. I like this music. Yeah, right. Slightly. Yeah, see, Shan, here's the little red axles. They were just really concerned about the color scheme on the birch tree, I think. They didn't want bright red showing through on it. They managed to get a black one for that. Through. Would like that to be flush, please. Thank you. We are building the front legs now. At least one of them. Then we'll have to do it again in reverse. Oh boy. Yet again. This thing is not that sturdy yet. Okay. So we've done this. More brackets. So many of these brackets. More of the black gold bars. Oh, and here we've got pearl gold. I think we already had some pearl gold, but I want to point it out now. Another nice color. How shiny it is. This time. Shiny, you're lucky. You've got a name that is just a word that people might say sometimes. And you can be amused by that. Nobody ever says my name by accident. Nobody says anything that even sounds like Elena. Accidentally. This song kinda goes. Twisty. Oh yeah, I'm Twisty now, that's right. I forgot. So sometimes there's characters on shows and stuff that are named Elena. That gets my attention. Or like on Seinfeld, sometimes they call Elaine, Lainey. I'm like, oh, that's me, I'm Lainey. Now we've got a white gold bar piece. I really like these gold bar pieces for whatever reason. They're very pleasing to me. Couldn't tell you why exactly though. It's really nice. I don't remember any of it. Get a plate in there. Another plate in there. Get a white gold bar. Okay, and blue. I'm it's kind of silly for me to be sad about it, because it's not like I knew that it existed until recently anyway. But I'm sad that sand red and sand purple don't exist anymore. It's just sand blue and sand green now. A shame that the other sand colors are gone. A lot of people want them to come back though. And LEGO did bring back teal, which also disappeared around the same time as sand red and sand purple. But teal had like a longer history, you know? And teal has become like a staple of LEGO nowadays. Like, there's more teal pieces now than there were before, before there were teal pieces, or like, before the teal pieces were like removed later. It's really funny. Like, teal didn't just come back, it like became a new major LEGO color. Like it never had been before. And I just don't think sand red or purple would get that kind of treatment, because those are kind of more niche colors. But I'm sure they could find uses for them if they were around again. There's a lot of other LEGO colors that have like gone away as well. But like, I think sand red and sand purple are the ones most worthy of coming back, because those are really nice colors. There's nothing else quite like them in LEGO's current color palette. Another one of these. Thankfully only one type of these elbow pieces now, so I can't get confused now. Use the wrong one. We go. 3 of these again. Hopefully not too much longer. There's only one bag of pieces left. I'm hoping to be done within the hour. Okie doke. Lush is bringing us dinner. Gonna eat that when I'm done building with my Legos. I'm gonna have to build more of these feet. It would have been nice if it made me build like all 4 feet at once. But I guess we're doing it like this. Unless the front feet are different somehow. One stud down. And then another silver grill piece. Nice, very nice. Okay. And then we're building this under. The dogs are invading. Not quite time for them to come in yet. Here we go. And then this one goes like there. My favorite word when I'm doing a task like this is always just, there we go. I say that so many times, I can't make myself stop. I hope it's cute and endearing and not annoying. Alright, there's that. And then... oh, I missed some stuff here. Let's get that on there. Goes here. And then we need a roundy boy. Go. And this one goes on. You sure? I think that's how. No, I did this wrong. So this, they're supposed to be in the middle. Like on the other legs where they're in the middle. There we go, like that. There's the leg. But somebody looks at this and is like, I want to eat that. Wants me to put it on like this. Like it's some kind of man. It's like standing like this. It's like T-posing. That's so funny. Alright, let's do it all again. The other way around. Hooray! I like calzone. It's like a pizza, but it's all rolled up. I used to eat calzones pretty often. Eventually I got tired of them. Are they singing about Jar Jar Binks? Jar Jar! You know, there's only been 2 of these in the set. These are the only 2, like, standard Lego bricks in the set. Everything else has been, like, super specialized pizzas. That's really funny to think about. These are only normal Lego brick piece. They're thinking about Jar Jar Binks and eating salad, I think. Jar Jar. Here we go. And this one goes in there. I really like this technique of putting the Technic pin with the stud on it, and then using that like in there, and then using that to attach, and like that. I really like that. That's really satisfying for some reason. It's more satisfying Lego math lining up there. Gray one. And then light gray ones go on this side. Okay, and then want our plural gold piece again. And this one. That one. More black gold. Those pieces are really nice. Very appealing to my eye. And then one of these. Right on there like that. Oh, wrong way around. Think? Is the right way? No, this is wrong. I'm supposed to hold it like this and it goes here. It was very much the wrong way around. Yeah. I sure love building thighs. So basically my goal is to beat the soundtrack. Because the soundtrack is 4 hours long. I want to be done building before the soundtrack ends. Here we go. That one goes there. That one goes there. I love when Lego pieces are smooth. That feels nice. It's nice when they're smooth. Just making sure I remembered that piece on the other one. And I did. I'm a smart girl. I know what I'm doing. I'm so smart. Many thoughts head full. That's exactly what I'm known for being too, of course. I've never been no thoughts. Definitely. That's not what I'm known for at all. I'm always thinking, and I'm always very smart, and I never mess anything up. I had a dream last night that I had been in, that for whatever reason, I'd had to redo high school. Like I often have that dream where, like, somehow I had failed, to graduate, and I had to, like, redo classes. And that, like, like, that didn't happen. I graduated. I didn't have to redo anything. But, like, this entire, like, false history appeared in my dream last night, where I had not only did I have to continue going to high school, like, I had this, like, I remembered, like, the first year that I had to do it, there were, like, some of the same kids were still there, they also had to redo stuff, but somehow I was so bad, I had so much to redo, that I then continued going there for the next 10 years. And I was just graduating now, finally. Like, I had to redo 10 years of school somehow, and was graduating now at the age of 27. Like, excuse me? I was so upset in my dream too. But like so really, like, I was so upset that, like, so much of my life had been wasted in school. But, like, what a weird ass dream. Yeah, it seems like, oh, and you're still 25, but you have to suddenly go to high school for another year, yeah. Yeah, expect that for the rest of your frickin' life. Those dreams never go away. You're gonna be having dreams where it's like, yeah, you're 46 and you still have to you gotta go back to high school now. It's so silly. Okay, Shan, thanks for joining the stream. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll check back in next time you're awake and see how the set turned out. Like, check the VOD. Here we go. Alright. Almost done with this leg. We almost have all 4 legs. Yeah, I've had it happen to me so many times, Shiny. It's such a stupid type of dream. This one was just extra stupid because it was like, yeah, I've been in school for the last 10 years. Like, no, I freaking haven't. What are you talking about? That would never happen. There we go. You had dreams where it's like your mind has traveled back in time to where you're kids, you're like 9 or whatever again. I see. I think I've had similar as well. I have a lot of time travel dreams, at least. Alright, look at that. It's looking almost complete. Doesn't have a head yet, of course, and we need 2 more feet, but remarkably complete now. The vocals in these songs are interesting to me because everybody in the game just speaks English. But then in the music, like, it's implying that there's like it's been 1,000 years, right? So you would imagine that new languages like this would have formed. So it makes sense that they wouldn't be singing in English. But, also, it's then weird that all the dialogue is in English perfectly. It's always a funny thing with stuff like that. You have to kind of, suspend your disbelief when it comes to things like that. Like, just the fact, like, why are they speaking English? The funniest is when you have, like, old TV shows or whatever, where there's somebody who's supposed to be from, like, a different country, and they're still speaking English, but they're just speaking it with an accent from, like, where they should be from. Like, the Russians will, like, speak Russian, or, like, they'll speak English to each other in a Russian accent. And it's just... it's so silly. Like, but it's, like, silly when you stop and think about it, but, like, you're supposed to not pay attention to that. It's a suspension of disbelief type of thing. Well, this is a very different song to go into next. really puts into perspective how freaking huge the Tallnecks are, because this is basically in scale with the minifigure Aloy. Because you got these things are like a platforming challenge in the game. I like them because like they're basically just the the typical open world tower thing, right? Because you go to the Tallnecks and they reveal the map. But I like that they're like also a creature that moves around, so it makes them a little bit more interesting of a thing than the typical open world game tower is. I appreciate them for that. And also they're really cool looking. Look at that. Funny that the front legs are longer than the back legs. Kind of puts the whole thing at like a tilt. And then we do these. Oh, these ones are a little bit fancier than the back legs. Use the white gold bricks. Wow, that's me in the chat, Shiny. That's a happy Laney. There it is. Gonna have to turn it sideways for you to see the whole thing. Look at that. It's looking sick as hell, isn't it? Nice. That looks sick. I guess when I'm done I can tilt the camera up and like we can get a better look at it. But for now, here you go. Hey Sasha, look. You can't hear me, she's got her headphones on. Alright, bag 8, this is the last one. Y'all ready? Here we go, our grand finale. Our little man. Oh, there's a circle. Perfect Lego circle. Sasha? Check it out. It's almost done. We're building the head now. You check out the perfect Lego circle. All bag 1. Where you going, Sasha? More food. Wow. Feasting tonight, but I suppose. So many little pieces. Alright, there we go. That's the last set of pieces. We're getting close to the end, so now the pages are having the reverse issue that they were having earlier. Yeah, it's a really good game, Shiny. I got it for free when Sony was doing their giveaway thing in 2020. They're like, hey, the pandemic sucks, here's a bunch of free games, and that was one of them. And then Arrow really liked that game, so I streamed it with her. We did like a simultaneous playthrough. It was a lot of fun. Too many games to play? Oh yeah, me too. Well, Shiny, it's partially your fault that I have too many games to play right now, because you gave me 1,000,000 of them for my birthday. You gave me so many games, I don't know when I'm gonna play them all. And also somebody else gave me a game for my birthday. And there's just been so much. And also I was given Lethal Company and we've been playing that. Alrighty, let's see. Oh yeah, here's another piece that I like because it's a shape. Look at that shape. that great or what? Well, Shan's probably asleep now. That piece just completely rolled off. Great. Okay, fell on the floor. Thank goodness. I'm gonna have to be really careful with those ones, because they want to roll. But yeah, Shan's not gonna be happy because we're gonna be building stuff on the side again to make a big circle. Where's our black gold? Hello? Black gold piece, where are you? Don't see it anywhere. Where is it? Where's the frickin' piece, huh? No, I don't like macaroni and cheese very much. Yeah, that's all for you. Why can't I find the black gold piece? It is what it's asking. Yeah, it's definitely black. I'm finding lots of other black pieces. Ah, I found it. It's sideways. That's why I couldn't find it. What if it was black gold peach? Okay. And we tan pieces. I really like Lego. I like tan Lego color. I mentioned that earlier, but it's a really nice color. Oh, that's a tiny Sasha cameo, by the way. Your leg was on stream as you walked past. That's a little Sasha cameo for y'all. Ish. That's Hat Kid. And we got a roundo piece. This is another one of those ones where the studs are on like that side and then it's perfectly smooth on the other. This is feel weird. Like, I know there's a lot of use to those pieces, but they feel like so un-Lego to me for some reason. Like an anti-Lego. Oh boy, we got another little robot face piece. Yeah, that's a robot face to me. And we want another one of those here. This is, again, really solid chunk of Legos putting together right now. Raywin. Okay, this is especially a robot face. Look at that. Is that not a robot face? It's a robot face if you ask me. Music is so dramatic for what I'm doing right now. So, and we want... Oh boy, my fingers are gonna be feeling this in the morning. They are so sore. They're so sore already. But yeah, look, minifigure snowboard piece. I saw that was on the picture of it on the box. I thought that was so funny. They're just using snowboards. They can also be skateboards if you put wheels on them. Although I think the skateboard piece is a slightly different piece. I don't know, I've never had either. Oh yeah, and then there's like these ski things. That's not a minifigure ski though. It's for like helicopters or stuff like that. Helicopter landing gear type piece. Here's a gray gold piece. That one's less exciting to me. Not as excited by gray gold. These little triangles. I need one that faces the other way. Go. And then... we're doing a weird thing with brackets. So first we're putting these... we're just putting one there. One goes here. Wait, this is a weird technique I'm doing right here. So I put these two pieces together, like that. And then... it's like that. It's like that on the side. So weird. I guess it's not that weird, but I've just never seen that before. Like, I understand what we're doing, but it's just kind of funny to see it. An orange piece goes there. Oh boy, it's time for a sticker. It's been a while. We're on the last bag, so we're gonna have to use up all the stickers now. So we want a roundo piece. Going like this. Very roundo. And then... there's just a ton of stickers labeled 1. There are many ones. Look how low detail the sticker is in the instructions. Simplified. Getting it on perfectly lined up and then it just like skewed at the last second. Sticker. Alright. Now we move on, and then I'm gonna have to do another sticker immediately. Great. At least it's a different one. There's only 2 of these. It goes... try and line them up. Stickers are clearly meant to be lined up. Oh. My best for that. I hate it when you gotta line up multiple stickers like that. Because it's so easy to do it wrong. I think I did pretty good there, though. I have to put stickers on my Lego set, such a... How do you feel about stickers on Legos? I'm building the roundo head. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing I just did, but in reverse again. That's the theme of this set. The other theme of this set is the pages don't want to freaking stay open. Really gotten you to help him with Lego stickers a few times and it's so annoying. Yeah. They're not so bad when, like, you don't have to line them up with other stickers that are already on. That's the thing that they love to do on Speed Champions. I'm never a fan of that. On all the Speed Champion sets I've put together. That always grinds my gears. That always engorges my gramophone. I say that and so she goes, what? What? Huh? You're funny, Sasha. Let the record show that Sasha's really funny. I want everybody to know that Sasha's a really funny girl. And also she's really cute. Yeah, Shiny says the same. She says Sasha's also really cute. Hmm? It's accurate. Sasha's cute. But I really need to get better at building in frame. So much of this you don't even get to freaking see because I'm always like building it over there. I can build it over here. Okay, this goes here. This goes like that. And then we're doing this again with the little tiny brackets. 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 Bracket. You put orange piece on there. Sounds like it's gonna turn. What the? Look, this piece doesn't want to sit flush. See that it's like sticking out like that? No matter what I do, it won't sit flush. What's wrong with it? So weird. Hopefully that'll be fixed when I put other pieces on top of it. Which will happen in just a moment. Nope, it's still splaying out. A little bit better, but not much. And the other side is not doing that as badly. Yeah, and this one is not splaying out at all. See there on the side with the orange, one piece there? Perfectly flush. Speaking of getting things perfectly flush, I have to line this up perfectly with the other sticker to make sure that it continues to be good. Sure everything lines up. Wow, part of the black edge around the sticker has ended up on the sticker. Gonna bug me. That doesn't match with the other two stickers. Okay. I gotta put another sticker on another roundo boy. I was gonna say, please tell me there's no more stickers to put on, but there's two more. Gonna have to put two more stickers on this damn thing. Oh yeah, you know what a thing that LEGO used to do that they don't do anymore, that I'm glad that they stopped? It's when you have to put a sticker across multiple pieces at once. They used to do that on LEGO Racer. I had a LEGO Racer set that had a sticker like that. And that is the worst. Alright, there we go. Wait, the head. This thing has a big head, doesn't it? Tallnut. Did I just call it a tall nut? Isn't that Plants vs. Zombies? How would you feel if they did Lego Plants vs. Zombies? I think the days of that being a possibility are long past. Plants vs. Zombies merch just, like, doesn't exist anymore. And we got these gubbins. These gabagools. And the thing goes on. Wait, we got studs upside down now. We're putting on bricks upside down now. Chan's gonna be real upset when they see this. Yeah, these gray gold pieces just aren't doing it for me the same way that the other colors of gold pieces are doing it for me. This bracket. You stay on the desk, please. All Legos, stay on the desk. Please and thank you. Then we build this Gabagooby. And then the normal brick. And then gray gold. And then the bracket. And then the little bitty buddy. Yeah, little bitty buddy. And one of these. Okay, this piece has to get shoved into place now. There's no choice. Okay. Seems to have been shoved in properly now. It is behaving now. I think. I've got the pages pinned underneath my switch now to hold them in place. Right, now we have... There's a Lego YouTuber I watch who's like building a massive Lego city. And whenever he uses pieces like this, he just calls them brick modifieds. This is according to him, this is a brick modified. It's such an odd thing to call it, I feel. Anytime he uses any of those pieces with studs on the sides, that's a brick modified. Oh. But the sticker sheet has ended up embedded in the instruction book. There was a time when LEGO was considering going all digital with their instruction books. I'm glad that they didn't do that. I mean, there's some smaller sets that have only digital instruction books, but I'm glad that big sets, at least, still have these big manuals. Because it's so much more convenient to use, I think. And also it's more permanent. Don't have to worry about whatever service they're hosting the manuals on going down eventually. Yeah, Lego Mario did digital manuals only. I did like the... I did appreciate the, like interactive nature of the manuals. Kind of like, I'm supposed to turn this around. Oh, no wonder it wasn't working. Kind of like the Nintendo Labo instructions. And I do enjoy the Nintendo Labo instructions. Nintendo Labo is really fun. Shame they'll probably never make more of it. Big Labo is over now. It was one of the coolest things they did with the Switch. I thought that was such a fun idea. I had so much fun with Labo. I think my favorite was the VR kit, actually. That and the vehicle kit were both really fun. I never got the boxing robot one, though. That one just didn't quite appeal to me in the same way as the others. I don't think I missed out on too much not having that one. Okay, I'm really glad that both sides of this are different. So I'm not just repeating things. Looks like a UFO right now. It looks a lot like the... When it's done, it looks a lot like the Starship Enterprise. Oh, we're putting ball joints on both sides. So this is gonna sound really random, but I keep missing the fair. I wanna go to the fair again. I gotta wait an entire year. Because we just went to the fair. Oh, we're getting close to 4 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna make it under 4. We'll try our best. I'll put this on backwards. Oh, there's a pearl gold bar for some reason. Interesting. You know, YouTube must be so jealous that, like, Twitch already figured out a long time ago how to get their ads through despite ad blockers, and YouTube just can't figure it out. Because, like, that's always the weird thing about Twitch, is even if you have ad blockers or whatever, the ads just still play. And YouTube is so mad about ad blockers, yet they can't figure out how to stop them. You hope YouTube never figures it out, yeah. I just think it's really ironic. And hilarious. I'm sure they're really stewing over that. Cool shape. I like this shape I'm building. Like, I haven't seen any site manage to figure it out the way that Twitch has done it. They've got some black magic going on. Where the ads just still play. I do not pretend to understand how they've pulled that off. Yeah, this piece is still, like, slightly splaying out. Can't really tell as much anymore on the camera, but it still is. Definitely splaying. And this thing's head is so huge. Love the way it's a dish. The Tallneck is just such a striking design. It's really probably the coolest... I want to say creature, but I mean it's a robot. But like... is one of the coolest designs in Horizon Zero Dawn. So I think it was the perfect choice for a LEGO set. Especially doing one that's minifigure scale. No. I think this makes a great minifigure scale set. Where are these gray? Oh, okay. No, it wasn't 2 4 long ones, it was just 1 8 long one. And we're putting this in the middle. It'll go. There we go. That's right in the middle. And then a red light. I mean, it's not actually a light, but it kind of looks like one. And 2 more of these. To form a perfect circle. And the less perfect circle around it. And then it just goes right here. Like so. Look at that. It looks really neat. Really like when Legos come together to make unusual shapes like this. Shapes out of Legos is great. Oh, sticker time, chat. It's sticker time, baby. Yeah. So number 4 goes on here. This is just supposed to be a bunch of cables. Essentially. These are cables. And now we use the skis. Need 4 skis for this, huh? Oh, we gotta make 4 of these. Gotcha, I see. Oh yeah, 2 for the top and 2 for the bottom. They went to a lot of trouble to, like, reduce the amount of studs on this. You can tell that a lot of modern LEGO designers were, just, like, mock makers. The past, because that's a common philosophy among, just like hobbyist LEGO builders, is trying to reduce the amount of visible studs all the time, like really smoothing off everything. And I can see that philosophy leaking into actual LEGO sets nowadays. They really try to make everything smooth. Smooth. Aha, there we go. That's the piece I was looking for. And I go upside down. Go at like a slight angle. And these go down here too. Same slight angle. It's looking sick as hell. Look at that. Yo. Yo, that's slick. I am enjoying this. Look at that. Ooh. It's good stuff. Alright, now we're drawing we're building the front of it now. And the last few stickers go on this part. Sticker number 2 goes on here. Why is this one called 2? It didn't even go in that order. It's unlabeled 2. We did 1, and then 3, and then 2. So silly. Alright, let's try and line this up right in the middle. I did it! Sticker successfully placed. Alright, last but not least, we got the last 2 here. I'm gonna try and line them up best I can with the existing ones. Upside down, let's not do that. Let's get the stupid thing with a little bit of black on the edges there. Couldn't even cut the sticker right. Can't believe this. Can't believe you've done this. Lego. And that just goes on the front there. Oh, that looks nice. Alright, last little bit. Shaping to do, I assume, next. And then the thing is done. Alright, we get my favorite little shapes here. Do like that. And then... make a dish. There's a little bit of extra detailing we still have to do, apparently. That's weird. Okay, so these... go right there. Should finally fix the splaying. Done the trick. Oh wow. All those Legos came together to make basically a perfect circle. That's so cool. Does that look nice? Then I could put the head on backwards if I wanted to. But you can't even... hold on. Do this. Man, this thing is taller than I expected. I mean, I know it's called a Tallneck, but like... whoa. I can get it on screen fully for you. Look at that. It's so big. Yo. Get the head either slightly tilted back or slightly tilted forward. Yo, hey Sasha, look. That looks amazing. I will make sure you get a good look at it before the stream's over. Supposed to stick a couple of pins in its ass. I don't know why I didn't do that when we were at that part. I guess it was so it was easier to tilt it backwards when I was putting the legs on. Guess that's fair. Yeah, pins in its ass. Well, that's a thing, I suppose. You can get a sense of how big this thing is by how big its shadow is. Okay, now we put these, snowboards on its ass, too. With ass boards, if you will. I'm gonna make 4 of them. 4 ass boards coming up. Cool beans. Cool beans. And then one white brick goes on the bottom of each one. Then also roundos go on there. Roundy guys. I'm left with these 3 doodads. Were those used somewhere and I missed it? Yes, they were. They go right here. One of them's extra. Good catch, Laney. Gonna need those. Get little roundies. There. There. My god, the instruction manual, please, we're almost done. Can you hold it together for 5 more minutes? Incredible. Okay. Get in there. There you go. And then... like so. Okay. Now they go on like this. Like this. Like this. Well, if you can even see these. These are off camera, I think. There's the ass panels. On the ass. My god, stay together, please, just for a minute. I just want to put the thing on the base. All about the base. All about that base now. That leg was kind of loose. Not anymore. Okay, so now I've got this. Again. Put his little feetums on there. My little feetums. This makes me think about that little feetums song very often now. Come on. Go. Yeah, it's really nice that you can remove it from the base easily. Like, play with it if you want to. Alright, let's get everything else settled on there. Where is it showing putting that? You don't have to put it exactly where it shows you to, but... would like to. That goes there. Miss Aloy goes on the really bright green one. You show her like slightly bent. Yes, I will do that. Okay, let me adjust the camera. And we'll take a look at the whole thing. Hold that like that. Hi. It's me. Pay no attention to this mess over here. Boxes and stuff. There we go. Look at how big this damn thing is. Jesus. This thing is huge. There we go. Look at that. The first good reveal of it on the stream. That's such a cool set. I can't wait to put this on display somewhere. It'll look great. This is like awesome just as a model. What, this thing is coming up his back again. I love Lego models that are also just like really good. Like just general models of the thing that they're supposed to be. That's awesome. Wow. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. This is so fun. Just kind of admiring it at the moment. Really love all the detailing. The head turned out amazing. Love, just, yeah, everything just looks great on this. So recognizable. I love the detailing on the neck. Just from the back. Just look at the little raptor there. The broken street light. Be kind of like that. And then there's Aloy. Get a good look at her on there. I'm trying to be careful with this. I don't want to drop it after I just spent almost 4 hours building the damn thing. There she is. That's such a good minifigure of her. She looks perfect. Yeah, this is just amazing. I'm really happy with this set. I hope you all enjoyed watching me build it. I hope I didn't build stuff off screen too much. It happens sometimes. But I tried to keep it all on screen. Yeah, I'm gonna go figure out where to put this. And go eat some food. So bye bye everybody. I'll be back. Today was what, Tuesday? So I might be back tomorrow. But I'll definitely be back on Thursday, and we will play Digimon and probably Minecraft. Yeah, thank you everybody. I will see you again soon. Bye bye. Thanks for enjoying the Lego stream. Goodbye.